Oh, it's PSVR only. Is it any good though? Let's try Gnomes and Goblins, see what this is about. It's ASMR from goblins. It's just a small, like, cute goblin that does AMSR. You play as a giant ogre who eats goblins. Thanks, Nablus. Let me just, so far, nothing has happened yet. Not what I was expecting either. Well, it kind of was. It was very cutesy thing, but it's not. I'm not someone to buy, obviously. What is happening with this fucking? Please tell me they get struck with lightning. This is how goblins became evil. Thanks, Nablus. What are you? Alright. Here's what I learned from this. I learned I won't be playing this and I don't want to play this. And I didn't learn what the game was about or what you did. Yeah. What's Gnomes and Goblins about? Good question. Someone having fun with VR, I guess. Will I use YouTube without dark theme? Alright, so next one was Stormland. Alright, let's see.
Prepare to reclaim your world as you journey through mysterious ruins atop the clouds in Stormland, an ambitious open-world action-adventure coming holiday 2019 to the Rift platform. Tempest strongholds dominate the once lush and fertile planet. You have a diverse set of combat tactics available to dispatch your enemies, and it'll be up to you to decide the nation with a cloaking on the slipstream to dispatch Tempest and enemy formation. This is just a taste of the combat techniques at your disposal.
Imagine being able to fling yourself over any obstacle or ledge with your own two hands instead of a pair of thumbsticks. Stormland, developed by Insomniac Games for the Oculus Rift, gives us a first glimpse into how the open-world shooter format can be morphed and reshaped for the better when brought into virtual reality. It's brief and the combat isn't nearly as strong as the movement, but it's exciting when the reins get taken off and you're finally let loose to propel yourself through this eerie alien landscape.
This guy was fine at 2x speed, remember? He just wasn't good at 1x speed. Lots of people are like this.
Some of the most fluid movement mechanics and the coolest vertical world design made for VR games to date. And it is great that you can bring a buddy for 2-player co-op at any time, though it's a drag you have to complete the first hour beforehand. The source of joy here is feeling like you have the complete run of a sprawling world, and Stormland delivers on that premise better than any other VR game out there. Even Windlands 2 or No Man's Sky.
I don't want to play a shooter, and I don't like open world shooters to begin with.
In the case of No Man's Sky, Stormland lets you grab and climb any obstacle, fling yourself into the air, glide with your jetpack boots, and ice skate your way to freedom on the slipstream.
Yeah, at 1x speed he's not human. We can't deal with him.
And it's easily one of the smartest uses for VR controls thus far.
I'm cool.
There are a few kinks left to be worked out though, because grappling objects sometimes lacks an intuitive flow. For example, it's too easy to grab the world when you mean to pick up an object, or vice versa. And the few objects in the environment that aren't climbable aren't clearly defined, making it frustrating to occasionally miss a connection when you're flinging yourself between surfaces.
Alright. That does not look like what I want. Let's take a look at Mage's Tail.
All Mage Stones! Ancient sources of arcane power. Consume enough of those, and you may yet stand a chance.
Food fights narrated by idiots.
Look, your gem is glowing, there on your right hand. You're ready to ascend to the next level of your training.
This guy needs more than 2 speed.
Star there to start your ascension. Good. Now hold. There, you've done it. Go ahead, pick a relic. Now revel in your newfound power.
It hurts me to listen to this. hurts me. Like, would you like a mage fighter and add Jar Jar Binks to it? Fuck no. This looks terrible. Looks terrible. Alright. Absolutely not. It's a hard no. Hard no. I'm not even posting that over here. That's just going away. We're just cutting that. It's just getting deleted. Okay. Alright, so we want to look at end space. We want to look at the climb. We just checked out Stormland. I haven't looked at Lone Echo. I want to see Archangel Hellfire gameplay. I want to see this gameplay as well, Half-Life. We haven't done Falcon Age yet either, right? You got end space for me? Thank you. Yeah, Archangel Hellfire I think we're deleting as well, right? That the reviews basically said it didn't exist. What is this resolution? Maybe it's... How to record VR in your phone? I'll look for something else on that one, I think. Alright, what am I looking for? We've already looked at that. That one was alright. And then this one wasn't so good. Alright, what else are we on? We're on... I want to see the climb. So this is... Alright. Climb VR gameplay footage. I don't know if this woman is a rock climber. How do I know she's a rock climber? She's in a rock climbing gym? It says rock climbers try the climb. Presumably it is my type of
Welcome to the Oasis. My name's Mike, and here we are today in the...
Thanks, Mike. Show me the climb.
This is incredible.
Alright. Okay, maybe I don't want to watch rock climbers review this, because maybe the other thing I would like to know is how much VR experience do they have? Because it is incredible the first time you put on a VR headset and you look around, you're like, wow, this is really good. But it doesn't actually say anything about the game. So maybe I don't want that one. Hold on. Let's find a different review. I thought it'd be cool to see rock climbers respond to it, since, you know, that's something that might be useful, but...
Oh, I'm okay. Everything's okay, guys. Look at that. Oh, jeez. Was that a penguin or a puffin or something?
Got Lone Echo from you, thanks.
Hello everybody and welcome back to The Climb. This is a fantastically beautiful virtual reality rock climbing game on the Oculus Rift that we played last summer, but I've always wanted to come back into it because it's a little different from Climb Me, which is another rock climbing game we play, in that it just looks a lot more realistic, and I think that's just way more enjoyable. As always, guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to let me know by leaving a like, leaving a comment, leaving something. Last time we did the Bay and the Canyon, I think we're going to try out the Alps and the North. Actually, do I have any gear? So there's my hands. Okay, let's see, gloves. Ooh, oh, I have new gear. Look at that. Oh my god, that's so fancy. Okay, let's go with the orange fingerless gloves. There we go. Oh, get out of my face.
We can add regulars too, okay, for actual regulars,
let's
QED.
go back. Watch his wristbands. Oh, I have a wristband that says YOLO. A handcuff. What? Oh, we're definitely gonna go with YOLO.
Yeah, I haven't played MTGA in a while.
I got that tattooed on my butt in 17 different places. I'm just kidding.
Can you show me the game or what?
That's we bring like crash pad, no ropes, and just climb giant boulders in the deserts of Arizona. Did a couple times rock climbing, actual lead rope climb. That's fun. We'll see it indoors. I've been craving to do it again. It's actually a
this is like scrambling.
Rock climbing.
Can you imagine? All right, is he just climbing to the route? Maybe he's climbing to the route.
Yeah. Oh, okay, made it out of the crevasse. Monkey bars, yeah. Oh wait, hold on. Okay. Oh, let's do some chin-ups. Okay,
yeah.
I gotta shock up real quick. Shock up. There we go. Shock up. Ah. Oh, man, my arms. Like I know I'm not actually hanging, but my arms do get tired just from having to hold myself up like this.
This looks awful.
Okay, we made it. We're good. Shocking up once again.
This looks truly awful.
Oh, yes. Into the glorious sunlight of day. Look how beautiful this game is, guys. Oh, I absolutely love it.
It does look pretty. I will say the game looks pretty.
Where do I go? Oh, up and over. Okay. Up here. That grip. No.
So what is?
Stretch it. Want to do some more dinos and jump across these gaps. Those are the fun parts of the game. If not, slightly terrifying. Oh, okay. Almost tried to grab that and missed. That would have been bad. All right. Supposed to go up or probably down. Can I reach it? Oh, what the heck? Okay.
I think this would be like suicide training for me.
How many guys have actually been rock climbing in your life?
I would just get used to like releasing on hold.
That's we'd bring like crash pad, no ropes, and just climb giant boulders in the deserts of Arizona. Did a couple times rock climbing, actual lead rope climb.
It does look very pretty though, doesn't it? Also, I don't know if I can listen to this guy much more, so let's just take a little bit more look at gameplay. I do like to see what's physically happening to the people as they're doing this, because it's it gives me a sense of how movement oriented the game is. And you're moving your hands around here a little bit, but barely, right? Very pretty. I mean, that's nice for the in-game graphics, but again, I don't understand the gameplay loop of climbing when you're not climbing. Half of climbing is the physicality of it. This is just like moving your hands over in-game texture. That's a clip. I'm without a rope. I mean, not even walking simulator. See how his feet don't move? You don't move a lot in VR because they run the problem of they can't move you. You'll run out of space. And what do you do if you need, like, they're gonna just move you in circles kind of deal? Like, this is why the omnidirectional treadmill we looked at the beginning of the stream, or towards the beginning of the stream, looks so fucking interesting, because it's gonna open up a whole new feeling of playing VR games when you can actually move as opposed to just stuck in place kind of deal. All right, let's skip forward like 15 minutes or 10 minutes or something, see what happens. You know, like even when you play like Beat Saber or something, what you notice is like the patterns are essentially like, even when you're like dodging boxes or something, it's like move left, move right, move left, move right, because they have to keep you in that space, because they move you out of that space, you gotta stop because you run out of your space and you fucking smack into a wall or something dumb, right? So, all right, this doesn't do anything for me. This is what I was worried about, like the idea of a also, I don't want a virtual reality climb where it's cold. Anyways, so good to know. I suspected this wouldn't be something I wanted to do. The treadmills are currently awful. Yeah, they look kind of awful right now. Okay. So that's just not gonna work for us. What's next? I think someone provided a link. 100% only gonna be used for shooters? I hope not. I think I'm gonna want it for other things too. All right, what do we have? That was the climbing one. I think someone provided a link for something. Did I miss it? Lone Echo review. That's right. Cool. Thanks. I want to chat. Okay, I want to show you something though, right? Ready? Okay. What we just heard, I want to watch that whole thing again without video. You tell me how much more or less impressive it is. Ready? Without audio. How awe-inspiring is it when she bumps into a fucking floating bucket without the music? Nice.
Hey guys, what's up? Chris here with Who's French Peanut, just me today, and this is my Lone Echo review. This is an ambitious first-party game coming from Ready at Dawn, exclusively on the Oculus Store. Is this one small step for man and one giant leap for VR? Let's find out. But before we get into it, please consider subscribing. We'd appreciate your support. We have more reviews on this channel, including a review of Half-Life Alyx. If you want to check that out, there's a playlist for reviews that will be in the cards. And if you have any video ideas or want to talk Lone Echo, please throw a comment down below. I'll be sure to get back to you. So, why am I reviewing this game 3 years later? There's a really simple answer for that. I was afraid of the locomotion. I mean, I've said this on most of my VR videos that I make. I still get VR sickness, and I actually been thinking about making a video about VR sickness in 2020, so comment down below if you'd like to see that. I'm trying to kind of see if people would be interested in it.
Well, any chance to stop hyping your channel and give me some information?
So I guess I would say take it slow, and I'm surprised that it doesn't seem to mess at least me. This is actually still a really ambitious game, still one of the best-looking VR games out there. Goes toe-to-toe with games like Half-Life Alyx, great facial animations, and pretty solid voice acting. I was particularly into Jack's voice acting. I don't really like when like robot movies or books or stories with AI, they kind of like set hard limits on
this is
the AI.
2
like,
times
AI
speed?
can't feel, for example. They don't explicitly give you rules for what Jack can and can't do, and he surprises you in like how...
What if we move it down to half speed and really make it excruciating?
The thoughts that he has, and, it's nice. But this is a really nice looking game. Definitely one of the better ones out there. Let's talk about the gameplay. And this is where review might become for something like Half-Life Alyx is a game with a tight story. What's really nice is that Ready at Dawn did bake in a game, though. They didn't just develop all this cool stuff and leave it on the floor. They made a game, Lone Echo, which is essentially a VR sport where they use their great tech and put it to good use. But we're talking about Lone Echo today. If you want a review, let me know down below, and I'll probably do an Echo Arena review.
Right. So the end result of this is I don't want to watch any more videos by that reviewer, and I know nothing about the game whatsoever. Awesome. All right, mission accomplished. Judging by that person, we've learned nothing. Right. 2-minute trailer. All right.
Echo 1, acknowledge. Echo 1, confirm shell download.
Copy that. Ready when you are.
Echo 1, as a newly completed Series 11 Echo unit, your first deployment will be on the outer rings of Saturn, aboard the Kronos 2 mining station.
Okay, I've learned more.
I
I learned more from the trailer than it. Maybe we skipped it. I was skipping around the review. I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. I'm gonna say I skipped over where he told me that you play a droid that's been deployed somewhere.
Nicole, you'll be uniquely suited to operate in the station's zero-G environment. You'll also provide simulated companionship for the Kronos 2 captain, helping her withstand the harsh realities of prolonged isolation in space.
You are the only person who calls me Jack. To everyone else, I am merely Echo 1.
Is that your way of saying you're going to miss me?
I have no...
Anomaly detected. Proximity alert.
All right, here, look, Jack, we have a storyline, and it's an interesting storyline. We're sent out as a droid, which is kind of interesting. You almost always play the main character as opposed to the droid. You're out somewhere deep doing some, look at the background. Background looks fucking gorgeous here. Doing some sort of mission and something goes wrong. Hey, we have a plot line.
Visual anomaly. It seems to be growing more unstable.
Oh my god.
And
Incoming Jack, cut the panel. Jack! What the hell is this?
all right. Best game 2017, unfortunately. All right. I normally don't mind. Like, a couple years old on a video game means nothing, right? It'd still be a great game. I'm a little worried about a couple of years old on a VR game. About 3 to 5 hours long. Yeah, it's probably not what I'm looking for. I don't know. Maybe it's like, it's a couple years old now. Maybe it's dirt cheap. Like 3 to 5 hours tends to scale. I mean, I don't really think that much about pricing on games, mostly because when I'm streaming, I'm almost always using dev donated keys kind of deal. But I guess if I'm buying a bunch of fucking VR stuff, maybe I should pay attention to that to some degree. Is it a puzzler? Why am I a little translucent? Not a lot of sun up in Iowa this time of year. I don't like puzzlers. Okay. Too bad. I would love to play a game like that. I'd love to play Event Horizon as a game, I think. Alright. Let's see. What else were we looking for? We're looking for... That one's maybe, but a puzzler. Too bad. It looked kind of cool. Point and click in VR. That's not really what we want to hear, is it? All right, so what do we have left? We have End Space, which we still need gameplay footage. This was essentially a dead game when we looked into it. And we want to see I want to see Falcon Age. That's the next one I want to see. Yeah. Jet Island.
Hello mates and welcome to the Baron Reviews, with me, the Baron. And I'm back in Jet Island, the cool little indie dev Shadow of the Colossus inspired game.
Shadow of the Colossus inspired is a nice thing.
We last left off, I killed that boss, but it looks like we spawned back at the checkpoint, so that's cool. Oh yeah, I remember this. How do you turn again? Okay. Oh wait.
Oh, you have a jet for legs.
Oh yeah, okay, so
that's cute.
It's not turned, but yeah, okay, I remember. It's not turned, but the thrusters essentially dictate the direction of the board. I feel like I'm going really fast. I kind of forgot.
Criteria am I looking at? I'm looking at VR games that actually take advantage of VR while still being a good game.
The first time I played this game, I just think because
I
just wasn't fully getting grasp controls. I wasn't fully understanding the hooks and stuff like that. Like, and someone on YouTube was explaining to me, you know, it's all the time.
Thanks, man. I try to be honest with my thoughts on these things when I can.
That makes a lot of sense to me. Ooh. Yeah, like that. This makes way more sense. It feels like the hook is essentially what's whipping me around. Okay, so what shall we do this playthrough? Let's go down here and have a look. So I don't think I got anything off that last boss. Like no power up or anything. What's that? There's a big orb over there. How do you
Well, I mean, it was cool until he just ran around in like circles for 10 minutes. Or is he fighting something right now? Is it a shield or a sail?
Okay.
Or it's his...
Good start. Let's go see what this flying thing is over here. Push it. Oh. Yeah, I feel like I'm ripping. Alright, well, that's okay.
I hate everything about this
so
far.
Still not sure how to defeat him. And yet he feels like the most obvious.
Oh, you're trapped in a roller coaster.
Okay, let's get up here if we can.
Oh, he's climbing.
Okay, right. Let's head towards that orb, I reckon.
Huh.
Oh, that was about it. Yeah.
I like the
Oh, wait,
movement
wait,
so
wait,
far
it's-
in this game a lot. I wish I could see
Doing
him
that way,
physically
okay.
as he was moving,
Well,
like outside of the game right now.
Maybe. Maybe.
What happens if he hits the water? Does he die?
Okay. Did not make that, but that's okay. Can approach it from this angle.
But respawned him somewhere. I don't like the look of this game. This game looks like something I would be very frustrated with very quickly and very bored with at the same time while getting frustrated. I haven't seen him do anything yet either. This is a review? No, this is just gameplay part 4. So this is probably just an upload of like a VOD or something. It doesn't really tell us a lot, but just judging from that, it's too much running around. I don't want to do that. I want to do something. Alright, what are we looking for? We are looking for X1 on the list. Which was what? Falcon Age. I want to see. I have not seen Falcon Age anywhere. Room scale, standing and sitting. Gotcha. Alright, when was this release? Not promising. Raise your own Falcon in VR is nothing I've ever considered wanting to do, but take a look. Random click on a video. What it is. Sure.
Hello.
Looks like
welcome
shit.
to Falcon Age. What? Look at that. I'm moving my head. What? Up, down, up, down. What?
Muted. Alright. No. Okay. Yeah, it's okay. Good chat. We don't have to find more. I'm okay with saying like, hey, this is a good first pass at this kind of deal. But I haven't done a deep dive of what's available on the VR yet, and this is part of what we should be doing. Okay. I'm not doing that. That's a no. That's an easy no. All right, so I want to see Half-Life still somewhere, and we have to consider if the mech game looked actually worth getting in the end of that. The ones we've come up with, the Star Wars Squadrons look pretty good. Walking Dead looked kind of fun. Asgard's Wrath looked excellent. I still want VR Boxing and Pistol Whip to try them. So these are what we have so far. I gotta look if these use the link or not. And we're not entirely certain about End Space yet. VR Boxing mean Creed. No, I think it was just like a fitness one. Makes Squadron a good VR game. When we watched gameplay and reviews of it, it looked decent. I don't know what makes it a good one. Better use of the VR as well as actually having a game in there. Let's see. I want to see Half-Life, right? Okay. Creed is the reference game. Don't know Creed. I'm not interested in boxing from boxing's perspective, but I do like movement-oriented VR games. What is this? Half-Life. YX VR play. Final Assault. I'll have a look in a second. Yeah, I think we may have looked at that one.
Here we go.
Roll it down.
Oh, Final Assault was the RTS with the disembodied generals. Gotcha. Yeah, that looked okay, but not what I wanted to do. He has a thing on his head, right? I wish I could see this with, I guess I can. Alright, show me this with, was it player cam? These are all thumbnails. I want to see thumbnails. I want to actually see. That's player cam right there. Go.
So this is gonna be kind of a weird setup for stream. Hopefully things work out all right. Let me show. As far as like Twitch chat, my hand or anything like that, I don't know how to do that, so I'm not gonna worry about it right now. I'll worry about it for later. But otherwise, I think we're good.
Yeah.
So wait, you didn't hear me mess with the radio, dude? The radio.
No, I don't want to. I mean, the problem is this: we're not watching a review, we're watching him just experience this on stream. But I want to just see what some natural gameplay looks like. What movement method do I prefer in VR? Walking. I don't even know what blinking is. Do you mean blinking as in like teleporting? Or do you mean blinking as in like you do something with your eyes to move? I thought maybe there's some cool movement thing, which is like what had to watch your eyes or something, and you could move with your eyes, which is kind of an interesting idea. I mean, the game looks really good here. Yeah. Can I see some like combat? Like this is him just exploring. Presumably at some point he's gonna do something useful with his life. I want more body cam footage because I think it actually makes a lot of guys invest on too. And it has no combat? Sure, but I wasn't looking necessarily for the first. I guess I could actually search combat, I guess. A fucking body cam though. Alright, note to self. There we go. I would really like to.
Good morning, you laddies. My name is Jacksepticeye, and welcome to Half-Life Alyx. It's finally here. It wasn't even that
Wasn't
long
expecting
ago
that.
we were just getting announced a new Half-Life game, and then everyone was freaking out about it, and then we figured out it was in VR, and everyone was cool. Russell. Russell. Is this annoying? Russell.
Holy shit, okay. Let me combat.
Can I? It's not working.
Let me combat, you bastard.
Wow.
Alright, there's flashing something. Oh, but it's not combat, it looks like.
No! Stop. I've used this hand then. Nice.
Oh, it's combat related right there.
No, drop it. There's one in there, and I hear one up above me. Okay. Okay. Am I out? 3 mags left. That sucks. I'm running out of ammo. 4 mags left, baby. God, this is wonderful.
It looks pretty fucking good, doesn't it? The game.
Like, these things are fucking scary in VR. They're scary enough in the regular game. Because in the regular game, you have a mouse and you're like, and this one I can't. I want to be that cool, but it's scary.
What do you think about that, Russell?
No. Radio silence. He's got on the train. Damn it. Well, the good news is he's probably fine.
How do you know that?
Because they're taking him to Nova Prospect Torture. That's the torture place. So how are they going to torture him before they get there? So he's fine.
I don't know, guys. It actually looks kind of good.
Disagree with your sound logic. Oh, yes. The user crabs, son of bitches. Okay, anything for that. I don't need health, though. I'm fine. Maybe if I wear one, they'll think I am one. Don't attack me.
Look how interactable the environment with is as.
That's scary. This is so cool. Nice.
That looks pretty nice. Is this okay? I'd check this game out. I'd buy it just to see it. It looked good. Got good reviews. People have been hyping it. Judging from this, a little bit of movement. He's not stationary. He's moving around a little bit. Everything. I liked how interactive the environment looked. Like he's picking up stuff. He's just poking people. Like all that shit he could do. Like some of the VR games I played, like particularly thinking right now of Until They Fall. Most shit is just really static. So how interactable this was, it felt like almost like a PC game with that, right? But then you're actually doing things, picking things up with your hands, etc. Seems really cool. I'm interested in that. All right, let's grab that. Throw that over there. I got to figure out if I can get it on the right system or not, or how I get it on the system that I want to play on. Yeah. All right, are we done? I think we might be done with what we came up with. I guess I'm still kind of out on end space. I really would like to see end space with some body cam stuff. Is it all just stationary? I guess I could search for that. It's stationary in this game. Rip. Alright, well that would disqualify it for me. I don't really want to play one that I'm just sitting at the desk again. Okay. Alright, I think that's it then. Alright. So this was mostly here. Do we need any peripherals for this? Oops, I want to do that. We'll see that, I guess. No Elite Dangerous? I don't think so, for the same reasons that we've already talked about for that. We'll just chatting stream today? Sure, I guess we could. What else would you like to chat about? I'll chat some more if we want. So I need to figure out these. Which of these, if any of these, require... so I can just Google exactly that. Require... I'm gonna put this back on the screen again because this was fucking awesome. Let's look for this. Dude, I want to be doing that one day. Yeah, that back support looks crucial to not falling over, doesn't it? And I'd say he's had some practice on that thing too, just judging how he's moving on it.
15 seconds remain.
Not giving a psychology class, thanks, but no thanks. Maybe talk Frigg into it one day if you wanted to keep it. Psychoanalyze. I'm not even that type of psychologist, man. I'm not a clinical psychologist. No interest in that shit at all. Battle Group VR, yeah, I had a look at that already. Didn't look particularly good to me. I think it was Battle Group VR. It wasn't. Just double check. It was the one where the game was like 20 minutes of nothing.
Oh, that sucks.
Swords of Gura. Alright, last one was Swords of Gura.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Huh? What was that? Oh, yeah, nice. This could work. I mean,
Gee, this looks better than the last time, though. Maybe we just got a bad fucking review.
Okay, there's not. Perhaps we have to.
Alright, let's give it a couple more seconds because I think I understood this one last time.
Whoa.
Yeah, but I was thinking it was a sim, like a flight sim. But if it's not a flight sim and it's in fact a strategy,
they should tell that in the tutorial. But it's a really nice game, I can tell you that.
We have rallied at the escort coordinates. Our transport is carrying vital supplies to our forces. It is en route to the warp out point located here.
We have to escort him.
We have detected enemy vessels on intercept course. Defend the transport and escort it safely to the warp point.
right? RTS leading from the flagship is what I'm getting from this video. I didn't get it at all from the last video, but I was pretty quick with that.
Oh, we cannot control this one. We just have to escort it. It moves itself. So here, give me a second. We can control our ship directly, and that's really awesome. We can time warp, spectator camera, and we can reduce or edit the sight.
Do you get full replays in this game? Anyone has played it? Can I watch the fight from outside? If I'm going to spend all my time looking at a fucking tablet like this when I could be looking around in VR and seeing cool shit and doing things, do I get to at least watch it afterwards?
Okay. He's very slow. There's an enemy, so now we have to check this out.
Enemy detected.
And here, if we select the enemy, we can target the hull. And here we can also choose special.
This is a little bit easier on the observer too, right? On us. Okay, so that, I mean, the thing is, okay, look at this, ready? So here's the cool, so this is his little sim of what's happening outside of his ship. But if I just end up playing in this field, in this little tiny circle right here, and this is where all my fucking awareness goes for the entirety of this fight, I'm pretty salty about it. I mean, you can kind of see it happening outside from some of the camera angles, it looked like.
Oh, no,
I'll try to point it out when I see it.
come on, turn around. Oh, he's shooting at him as well.
The ship's turning.
Oh, that sucks.
Okay, yeah, so you can see the part that I would want to be seeing and playing is the flight sim portion of it, right? You got the fucking missiles and lasers and shit. Sounds like just like, anyways, whatever weapons are shooting out there visually occurring against a background. But I'm staring at this ugly little like orange interface with two like, you know, super small ship models kind of deal.
654.
And I guess if it's an RTS and you're controlling like 10 ships doing this, maybe, but can I watch the fight afterwards?
What was that? Oh yeah, nice.
Look, did you guys just see the best looking thing of this game so far out his left window?
Oh yeah, nice.
Right. If I can get the pause right. Right there. There's another ship. They're shooting at it. It just shot him.
This could work.
That could be fun.
Still have full health here with our.
Now, is it instead I'm just looking at my little fucking tablet again?
So we can
Someone watching their battle? Alright, let's have a look at that.
reduce the size.
So what's happening here then? So he's in dev console here. So he's moving around the outside of the battle, I guess. But look how much more interesting visually this game is from here than it was from the inside the fucking ship. And I'd be okay with this if I play it first and then I could watch it at like accelerated speed and watch the space visuals. I might be okay with that. Because if you're controlling like 5 or 6 ships like this, I mean, it looks better here too. It's a little bit more complicated with a bunch more things happening here. I wonder if you can build ship armaments as well. Like, do you build layouts and loadouts on this ship? Like, what was that? That looked like a fairly complicated interface there on his shitty little tablet. Alright, so these are basic stats of the ship. I don't know what all of them are. It has 50 yellow cubes with purple things. 12 is at half. And 2 is at 9/10. Alright, what is this? Max engine speed. So this is movement. Distance, that looks like a keep at range. Looks at which facing. So there might be facing elements in the game. Homeworld VR would be amazing. Do you have control over ship loadouts? The biggest turnoff so far from looking at this a little bit deeper here, like 10 seconds deeper, is that I don't want my combat to look like this. I want it to look like the other bit. I want it to look like that. This is what I want my VR combat to look like when I'm controlling ships. And the fact that the fucking engine can render it and show it, like...
Enemy has weapons locked. No problem.
Upgrade.
But it might be a real game. It looks real gamey from here, doesn't it?
Ready, Commander. Ready, Commander. Affirmative. Standing by.
What are all the hovering orange things?
For war.
Alright, but he just set up a bunch of commands. Maybe it's like a setup and fire kind of deal? Can he issue commands while paused, you know?
Upgrade acquired.
Could you maybe still do it, like, force it a little bit by looking out your window?
Upgrade acquired. Upgrade acquired.
Your command.
Upgrade acquired.
Right away.
Upgrade acquired. Upgrade acquired.
No problem.
Upgrade acquired.
Ready, Commander.
I mean, he's doing things right now, right? Like, this entire time he's been doing things. Yes, it is repetitive hearing that for sure right now, but who knows what the actual hell is happening in game.
Ready for action.
Acquired.
Awaiting orders.
Nav point locked.
Upgrade acquired.
Commander, no problem. Your command. Your command.
Acquired.
If this fucking video ends before something happens, I'm gonna get a little salty. Doesn't look as good there, does it? All the ships facing different directions, not doing anything. Can you ride a missile in dev mode?
Upgrade acquired.
Hey, was that not a dev mode option?
Affirmative.
That looked like he said remote camera. Use the controller grips to move around the world space. And there's a time warp there. In other words, maybe you can see the whole battle.
Upgrade acquired. Affirmative.
Initiating warp.
That looks a bit more promising second look, doesn't it? Could you actually get a... I wasn't thinking I would see a space RTS actually survive VR. And to be fair, this looks tedious as fuck right now. But maybe it isn't? Anyone in chat actually played this?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
At the bargaining stage. Alright, show me in between missions what happens. Is the one we just watched? This has the one video, and it's only 10 minutes with no... Dude, he's playing Battlefleet Gothic Armada. This man has taste in games. Although, doesn't offer commentary, I guess. Huh. Weird. Don't know, chat. Don't know. I don't have enough information to work on from that. What is this called? This is called Battle Group VR. Anyone in chat played it? What was the release date? Early access. I see. Early access. Alright, what was the one I was gonna check one more. And then we're gonna do something else, I think. Tired of looking through this shit right now. Alright. We have this one.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Yangbang, and I'm here to bring you some very exciting gameplay footage of a new VR game in early access called Swords of Gora. It's a fast-paced multiplayer VR game filled with sword fighting and fast reflexes.
I can't stream VR right now, Xander. I don't have the ability to do it yet.
Such as Blade and Sorcery, Hellsplit Arena. But very quickly, I want to describe that Swords of Gora is a very new and fresh entry to the VR sword fighting market. Where other games have focused on realistic physics and simulating real-life sword fighting, Swords of Gora has approached this genre with less physics in mind, with a high-intensity opportunity to play with other VR gamers online. I'm definitely going to be covering this game more in detail in future videos, while also striving to be a very active player in their community, so hit me up if you're looking to fight sometime. but I just want to showcase a small video of a 2v2 man fight that the Discord for the game hosted just recently. I'm partnered up with a buddy of mine named Chris, and we're going against a very skilled longsword player named OG Poppy, and a single sword fighter named Devstar, who's also the developer of the game. The first one to win 3 rounds is the victor of the match. So enjoy the fight, hopefully I see you in game, or in the next video. Peace out, guys. I'm ready.
Battle group as a multiplayer, that's cool. Do you think Gray is he's dead? I mean, that might be fun, but it looks like absolute shit. They're like, pow, pow, with their wet noodle of a sword. That's supposed to be a two-handed fucking greatsword. What are we popping with? Imagine having an enormous axe or sword and then swinging it and it makes a slight popping noise and swings like a pool noodle. This game does not look fun. That looks like a hard no for me. Alright, so this thing I need to keep an eye on, huh? Alright. It's called Battle Group VR. Later. Yeah. Battle Group VR dev channel. Cool. Let's take a look. Take over the sector with your faction and offline multiplayer. Okay. Dude, I wonder, can you show me share and customize ships, share and battle custom ships in VR, voice recognition, native voice recognition. That's actually the scope of this game looks a lot more interesting.
Fighters. Blue 5, move left. Blue 2, move right. All fighters engage red 5. Hello everyone, this is Commander Ken reporting in with another features update. But before we do that, I wanted to thank everybody for the awesome early access opening. Battlegroup VR has gotten an amazing reception so far, 98% very positive approval rating. So I wanted to thank everybody for that. I'm really glad that everybody's having a good time enjoying it, as much as I have making it. But enough of that. Back to the feature at hand. This was actually suggested to me by somebody on Reddit, which is voice commands. So the ability to command the fleet with nothing but your voice. So other things like voice attack already do this for normal games, but those are just key bindings that tie a phrase to a command you press on the keyboard. It's a little different setup for VR. Luckily, we already have a built-in microphone in the headset, so I just needed to combine that with some specific functionality to get the commands that you would need to control a fleet. So this uses the native Windows speech-to-text translation for like dictation and stuff like that.
Thanks for poking me again on this, Diablos. I clearly missed it the first time when the first video we watched.
So command is basically 3 parts: the subject, the command, and the target. So the subject is whatever you're giving the command to. So if you don't have a subject, it automatically defaults to your ship. So turn left, that means you turn left. Or you can say things like all ships or a specific code name like Blue 5. The command is exactly that, the command. Turn left, form up, launch fighters, attack this. I'll link the full list of commands in the description or somewhere. And lastly, the target is whatever you're applying the command to. Sometimes it doesn't need a target, so like all powered weapons is just whatever the subject is.
Yeah, the other guy did not do a very good job of showcasing anything, did he?
So, all ships form up on me.
Dude, I like this ship having like twice as much like cockpit space. You can see out the fucking windows as compared to the other one.
All units launch fighters.
Maybe like shittier ships have less cockpits.
All fighters move forward.
Alright, what else does he have for us? Because I don't really care that much about that. I was just interested in seeing the voice recognition. Gameplay trailer. Do we want to see a gameplay trailer on their official site? These are pretty old videos, 6 months, 5 months, etc. So these are going back quite a way, especially if it's still in development. Does it give me any sense of when it's going to be out? Yeah, what do you think about this about page? Pretty solid? I mean, probably they're not trying to promote something. Yeah. Let's see. New graphics update, new graphics bridge. I want to see this. Weapon arc mechanics. Dude, weapon arc mechanics. Alright, so there's facing in this game. This is gonna be fucking Battlefleet Gothic Armada in VR. And I'm gonna play the shit out of this game. Time Warp Alpha Strike added new global skills. Battle group formation panel. Ship renaming preview. Native custom ship modding. ER workshop armed and operational. All right, we got to see a gameplay trailer then. Let's see what their own channel says about this.
You will never forget your first engagement. The flash of war, the gears of turrets, the rumble of the cannons. Commanding your fleet in the thick of it is unlike any simulation. When you're out there on the bridge with your crew, remember your training.
I want to see these
Cunning and prowess
visuals.
on the battlefield alone cannot defeat a well-prepared adversary. Choose your fleet composition wisely. Each class has its own unique abilities. Together, they will be the foundation of your tactics.
Lancer being targeted.
A well-outfitted fleet is key for any situation.
And now we're seeing a
As
bunch of the
victory would
gameplay
depend on the equipment you
footage,
bring to
which is
bear.
much more interesting to watch, isn't it?
But
I
all
want
those
that
fearless
gun.
ships is nothing without their captains and crew.
Dude, I almost said this earlier because earlier they moused over a ship and the ship had a portrait pop up and I thought, I wonder if that means there's a commander. And then I thought, nah, it's probably just like a generic portrait for a ship commander.
Their hard-earned experience is only useful if they stay alive. Do not let the chaos overwhelm you. When you get sloppy, you get killed.
Is there a release date for this?
Evaluate the situation.
Is this an
And respond
actual
without
game
hesitation.
in VR in a world that I want to play in?
Don't be afraid to get your hands dirty. Take manual control of your flagship. Managing your power and targeting priorities will keep you ahead of your foe. Keep the enemy in your firing arms. Rotating your shields to stretch your defenses. Exploit any weakness of your enemy. Good luck on your first contract.
I think it's 3D or just 2D. It looks 3D there. This looks a little...
Report to your battle group. They await your command.
Alright, I wish I just watched the trailer for once, because that looked immensely better than the gameplay footage we first watched. Okay, I'm going to read YouTube chat with you guys for a second, chat, and I'm going to be very salty about this. This guy here posts and he says, there should be a ship that specializes in smaller guns or something, so I can broadside the enemy with a crap load of projectiles. Okay. All right, let's move on. It's Folly, thank you very much. Timestamp, thanks, Dambos.
IVN Thebes inbound.
About my mixer when I get a chance. Okay, I'll try to respond. Pretty bad with audio. Oh, I see. I see. Gotcha, Niamos. All right, so what else do we see about this? Can I see a fight? Do I want to watch more of this, or do I just want to put this on a check it out kind of list? It looked pretty good so far, though, when we got into a little bit more. My by XLR. It goes it's mic to mixer via XLR, and then USB into the computer. There is I am using kind of. This isn't a phantom powered mic. The phantom power runs a cloud booster for me. So I do have phantom power. It runs a cloud booster to get audio volume up to a reasonable level. Yeah, I might be able to help more specifically if you have like exact questions for that. What, like, are you trying to set up your own, or are you just wondering what I'm doing, or what? Fiber installation go well? Yeah, I mean, it happened, Glees. They installed it fine. It's currently, I've been running stream tests for 2 days. It's been pretty stable, although my wife said this morning after I left, it's been a little bit not as stable as we'd like, but it's probably going to happen anyways. Hello, Patrick. So I'm going to be moving back home Monday and hopefully streaming from home on Wednesday. All right, I just got a little excited about this game, actually. I want to see more of it now. I want to see if it's fun or just has the potential to be fun. But this is like one of the few games we've actually seen in VR that's a game. So our list kind of right now, this needs to be back on there. We have Star Wars Squadrons, which we're going to check out. Walking Dead, Asgard's Wrath, and Half-Life Alyx, or whatever it's called. How do I say this? Is it just, you know, Alyx has had a Half-Life? We'll see. Yeah. That's good because none of these are games. This is essentially, this is like VR, like learn to sword fight kind of, or VR like sword fight simulator in small versions kind of deal. Star Citizen going to be VR? We'll see it. I'll believe it when I see it. Star Citizen currently, if you listen to Star Citizen, is going to be everything. It's going to be in VR. It's going to be a, you know, totally player-driven economy with real-time strategy, or excuse me, for first-person shooting as well as strategic and shipbuilding upgrades. It's going to be a flight sim. It's going to be walking on worlds. It's going to be, I mean, you can just go on forever. So, yeah. So I'm not super hyped about anything Star Citizen related right now. When we see it, we'll see it, and then we can evaluate it. Until then, it's just a series of promises. And yes, they have some working tech demo stuff, but I'm never that impressed whenever I look at it either. So maybe one day. All right. Did you have other questions, It's Folly? Were you just trying? I'm kind of curious. Were you trying to set up your setting, or were you critiquing my setting, or trying to like? Are you hearing some audio problem that I'm not aware of right now, and you're trying to figure it out for me? You'd casually bet your life on it. Setting up your own. Okay. You don't need any of this to begin with. Depends how hardcore you want to go on it. All the additional parts make the setup more and more expensive. And honestly, it adds a little bit, but it doesn't add that much initially. Like basic mic setup stuff. But at the moment, it's too many pieces. It's a stupid number of pieces of hardware right now. For the audio setup for me, hardware-wise, there's 4 pieces of hardware. It goes mic, cloud booster, the audio box, the PreSonus audio box, and then a piece that helps ground it. And then into the computer. So it just starts to get stupid after a while, quite honestly. But I'm happy mostly where my mic quality is these days. So we finally, after years, between the cloud booster plus the PreSonus box, finally got the volume audio, level up high enough, despite using the Shure. The Shure 7MB is just a little bit, it's just really quiet, essentially. And I'm so bad at audio setup, it just takes me forever to do anything with this shit. Forever. Okay. All right, chat. What else we got? I think we're closing it up on the VR stuff. We got some good stuff to look at. Managed to rule out quite a lot of stuff, which is equally as valuable as ruling in stuff. We've decided we absolutely want the extremely slippery VR treadmill. That seems like a given now after watching this. I don't know that we're ever going to get one of these, but the idea that's really good. I don't know. I didn't know anything about Chris Roberts, and I do know that you need a powerful visionary for making fucking visionary games, but when will VR stream be possible? Yeah, I don't know yet. The next step of this, from my perspective, because I would like to be able to stream VR at some point, so have some games, need to check them out. Need to check out what it's like running the VR headset with the Oculus Quest 2 with the part that plugs into the PC. Make sure the PC is compatible. I have space for it. I got to get a camera that will capture that area so I can get body cam stuff going. I liked the look of the green screen against the camera green screen, and then also capture carded stuff, but I don't know. So expensive treadmill, dono go. There's so many pieces of hardware, right? Like, so what was the fucking camera called? I'll show you guys. Hold on. DLSR camera, right? They're much cheaper than they were last time I looked. I wonder if they've come down or if I'm looking at different things. So, dude, where is it? Let's see what it says if I start Googling around for streaming a VR setup. I need a slightly different search, which is because it's not only like anyways, I guess I'm not ready to do that in stream right now. Last time I looked, it was like $1,500 for that camera to do it, plus capture card setup, plus figuring out the actual physical layout of that, which is all fine, except that I wasn't really needing another webcam right now. So think about it. Why the jump into VR not knocking the idea? Just seems like a strange pivot. it goes with two things. The first is I have the space to do VR now, and I want to try out VR games as they come out. I think VR is going to be an incredible gaming medium sooner or later, and it's just a matter of devs getting their ass into gear and making actually good games on VR. And the second part is that I want to be able to play games on in any medium that has good games, right? And I think VR is a very unique thing right now. Anyways. All right. ISS cam. ISS cam is what? Always? But yeah, those things were expensive when I looked at them too. I think Jorbs is. I think I asked Jorbs about his cam a while ago, and he linked me some shit that was like a $2,000 or $3,000 setup for that. And it's just like, at the time I didn't have use of it. Like it's much better. I was watching Destiny the other night, right? And something like, I can't remember what it was. Something referenced, like I was watching Destiny and Melina like walked from her room into Destiny's room and then walked out again. So I could see direct contrast of her on like probably like a C920 camera, like Logitech camera or something, or whatever her phone camera was, or whatever it is she fucking streams on. And then she walked into Destiny's room and picked up on Destiny's camera, who runs a DSLR camera, and it was like night and day, like the clarity. And I was just like, yeah. I'm regularly reminded about how much better that is. But the point was, for this anyways, for my stuff anyways, that I didn't have a use of it right now. Like, this is fine. I don't need a better quality web camera for what we're doing here. But if I'm going to do anything like ever stream a climbing stream or ever go somewhere, I need a mobile setup. My phone certainly won't be able to fucking handle it. And I need the modularity of one of those cameras combined with the capture card lets me pull out gameplay footage from something like an Oculus. From like the Quest 2 rather, and lets me do stuff like if I ever want to stream IRL stuff. So, like International Space Station stuff? Oh cool, I didn't know that. Should check out Boneworks, it did a thing. VR has been around for more than 20 years, so they make sub $100 VR headset, but no, bullshit, sub $100. Look at all the console gaming. Console gaming doesn't go with sub $100, and the Quest, the Quest 2, the one that I picked up, is $299, like $299. Like we're not in the realms of like ridiculous prices anymore for VR. So what we need is, I agree entirely with Gleese here. What we actually need is good games on the console, I guess I don't know what to call it, on the system. DSLR for mountain climbing is so big and heavy. It's not big and heavy. They're not big and heavy anymore. And again, I'm looking at the modulator. I'm looking at if I go for another hardware upgrade, of which I already have far too many for streaming as far as I'm concerned. But if I do pick up more hardware, the hardware needs to do things, let me do things that I couldn't do otherwise, and needs to let me do them relatively easily. And I'm scared of the analysis paralysis and time sink it will be looking into that and figuring out what that will be ahead of time. So if I do this piece by piece, it becomes a much more manageable task for me, right? So if I go, okay, here's the Oculus. I have now, I've started that first step, right? Because I bought a fucking Oculus Rift like 4 or 5 years ago, or 4 years ago or something, right? And I just never used it. I didn't like it. I found the setup to be ridiculous, and then I found like the actual physical part of playing it not particularly great with all the standalone sensors, etc. It was a big fucking pain in the ass, right? So this was the next step for me. Like picking this up again was like, okay, this is actually a much more manageable package, right? With the Quest 2. From there it goes, okay, well, I want to be able to stream this at some point. I think it would be cool to stream this, but I really like the dual layout for the viewer of, as a watcher, I like this, of both like seeing the streamer physically and then seeing the streamers, what the streamer's seeing as well. So those combined seemed useful to me as well. So the next step for me is, all right, are these games worth playing? Don't know yet. Haven't found games that are worth playing as games yet. If they're worth playing, can I get a setup running reasonably that works? My new location now, the one in now that I've moved to Iowa, I have enough space to physically do that, where I didn't have enough space to physically do that in my previous apartment. So this place, I have a basement. I have an unfinished basement with some space to actually set this up in, which would be fine. And I have set it up. Like I have the VR set up at home. I've got a 12 by 12 mat that I use for this kind of deal, right? So we have the space to do this if I want to do this. So the next step then is, all right, let's check out how prohibitive or not prohibitive the fucking extra plug-in to the headset is. And then if all that's there and the games are decent, the headset's decent, the plugging into the computer isn't too bad, well, then maybe the next step then is the hardware for capture cards and hardware for camera setups, at least potentially, from my perspective. Am I going to play Cyberpunk? Yeah, I'm going to play the hell out of that if it's any good. We'll be checking it out 100%, and if it's good, we'll be playing a lot of it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. When I first got started with this particular mic setup, this was a PKA recommendation. Now, the recommendation was only moderately good, right? Like the mic itself was a great recommendation, but the stuff going into it was very intro level and also didn't really work as I needed it to work. And it's been years to fix that kind of deal. And lots of additional stuff added over time. I would love a shortcut into this. I would love to be like, oh, so-and-so's got a great setup. I'll just take their setup. But I don't know. I'm not sure where that would be. So am I still playing Crowfall? I'm not playing Crowfall at the moment. I was considering going back to it. They just had a big patch. They just removed passive training. And they've added a lot of character build diversity since last time I played. But I haven't played basically since I've been in the office. Because it used to be something I would do in the evenings, post-stream, go hang out with my guild, have fun, play Crowfall as an MMO. And not having a home PC has really put a fucking stop to my evening gaming. Any releases besides Cyberpunk? You guys have seen my, this sheet, right? So, hold on a minute, let me just pull it over real quick. Just a sec. This has some sensitive stuff in it, so I don't want to go to the wrong tabs on this, and I need to just drop that down. So, this one. So you guys have seen this, right? So this is the game suggestion sheet that we have of all the games that. So this is when you guys suggest in Discord, Tom, the community manager, pulls them out into this, and then I rate it, my prediction of whether that game is going to be something I'm interested in, and we have a group of people on the channel, I think there's 6 of them at the moment, who also put their thoughts of how good it is. If it meets some minimum from either of us, in other words, if they think it's going to be good enough, or I think it's going to be good enough, we give it a tier review, which is Tom reaches out for a key, and we plan it in on a tryout day to check it out for an hour on stream. And if we play it on stream for an hour and it's any good, then we move on to playing it a bit more. So the answer is, what am I looking forward to? Like right now, I think where's the tier 2 review stuff, right? We just went through a bunch of these, right? We just checked out Empire of Sin, Evil Genius. I haven't got Evil Genius, so I don't have the key for that yet. We just picked out Empire of Sin. We just checked out Mechanicus again. We just checked out Phantom Brigade. I think I just checked this out off stream. I don't think it's going to be right for us. A couple others like that. So the answer to what's happening for this stuff is based entirely on suggestions, and then whatever I like. I mean, some of the suggestions arise from me, but a lot of the suggestions arise from you guys, right? I was Phoenix Point, it wasn't good, but I haven't seen the most recent update of Phoenix Point. I don't want to play Ratropolis again. The thing I liked Ratropolis, I had a lot of fun with that, but I don't want to go back to it. And the major thing why is for me, there's too much clicking involved in that game, and I get repetitive motion stuff. So I'm on a vertical mouse right now, which I like. I like this a lot. This has allowed me. I don't know if I can. I don't think it has quite enough length to show the camera. Hold on. Where's the camera? Right, vertical mouse. The nice part about the vertical mouse has been it's really reduced wrist issues for me, but it doesn't do really well. It doesn't do super well with really fine motor movements, and a lot of clicking also fuck with it. Never seen a mouse like that? It's super good for me. I noticed it when I was playing Battle Brothers. Like when Battle Brothers released and we were doing like those 12 to 14 hour streams each of those days, I did notice still some pain at the end of those, but it was way better than the non-vertical mouse. How come I'm so excited to play Cyberpunk? You don't really play this kind of game on stream. Yeah, I do. I'm excited because it looks really good. It looks like a really good version of a single player RPG. That's correct, QVD. That's correct. So, and the thing I hate about Ratropolis is they think that player clicking should be a resource. And I don't want player clicking to be a resource. I don't like that at all. But I like the game as a whole. Checked out Civ 6 DLCs? Negative. The wrist issues you get are from your mouse, not your hand. From your keyboard, not your mouse? Huh. Must be what you're playing. But like, I've definitely noticed it over time that it's gotten worse for me. Whenever I'm on my wife's PC at home, I wear a wrist brace for that because using the regular mouse, it just hurts. I get pain for that all the time. Any comparable games? If you like X, you should probably like Battle Brothers. You mean the other way around? If you like Battle Brothers, you'd probably like X. Yeah, you should go check out Urtok if you haven't already. Is this because you put weight on your wrist? think it's a lot of things. I haven't climbed in a couple years now, and it's been devastating to me. Like, I think part of the impact of gaming so much was dealt with by climbing. 7 when it drops? Yep, 100%. Need more Darkest Dungeon news? Darkest Dungeon 2 news? Yeah, so Darkest Dungeon 2, they set a release date for 2021, right? Sometime. We don't know where past that, but presumably next year. Esport players even survive 10 plus years of daily training. I don't know, man. I really do not. Maybe better setups than mine. I mean, my home setup's not bad, but this office setup sucks. And even then, like, you wear it out after a while. I played Humankind. I haven't yet. It's on the list. I think we have a request out or request pending or something. All right. How are we, chat? I think I may call this here today. I think we might do our original plan tomorrow, which is we may check out 3 or 4 of these games in a row tomorrow. I got a couple that I want to try, including the one that's been sitting on the background this entire day. This one. Like, we still have yet to do our first move here. Recommend trying to be able to have your arm in air just above the mouse pad. Yeah, for sure. Stellaris. I haven't played it in a million updates now. I like the core idea of the game. It's always been very fun. Like the start and the lore for Stellaris is fun, the events, etc. But I always found the gameplay to be relatively uninspiring by the end and quite grindy. All right, chat. I think, actually, let me put it this way. I'm noticing that you guys are losing interest based on viewer numbers for this, and I'm fine with that. We haven't really done a lot of gaming today, although I thought today's stream was actually really interesting from my perspective. I saw the link for the VR treadmill. Yeah, you want it? Hold on. Oh, I may have just closed it. Fuck. It's just, if you Google, I'll do it. I'll do it right now. It's just a really easy Google, though. It's just omnidirectional VR treadmill. I was going to say I'm happy to answer any other further questions before I jump off for today. But I'm probably getting close to that, and we'll dive into these tomorrow, I think, is the plan. For me, anyways. Let's see. Yeah, I'll dump the link right now, Xander. Interesting. Thanks, Shinigami. Appreciate it. What game is this? It is something about the last spell, I think. The last spell. Yeah. Me, JP, for some VR streaming recommendations. I don't get to just hit up people I don't know, really. I mean, I certainly can go to his channel and check it out if that's what you're saying. If you meant ask him. Like, sometimes people seem to assume that all streamers know each other, and I don't know him. Yeah, I figure that a lot of you guys are using my channel as, in part, it's a variety channel, right? So you probably let me check out a number of the games that are on your radar and see what it looks like. And yeah, I could tweet at them, I suppose. If I were so inclined. Anyways, guys, I think I'm out of here for today. Thank you very much for hanging out with me as we do this today. I know it's kind of a weird day. We got one more day here at the office, and then 2 days off, and then Wednesday I'm back home. So, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one, guys.